What's up? It's your girl Twan The Mystik from housemystic.com. Hello and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, what's up? I am Twan The Mystik, and welcome to my channel. So yeah, today we're going to be talking all about Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto will be in Aquarius for 20 years. It will be there from now until 2044. So we're going to be talking about how this Pluto in Aquarius transit will be affecting you. So yes, go ahead and grab your candles, light your candles, light your incense, light your blunts, grab your tea, because we're about to get real deep with this reading, okay? And if you love in-depth, insightful pick a cards, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and get into these piles. These cards. So pick the card that you feel the most drawn to. These are the cards right here. So the first card we have here is Peyote, which is card 33. The second card we have here is Saraswati, and that's card 11. And then we have card number 44, Raven. Okay, so pick the card or even the number that you feel most drawn to, since these are angel numbers. Pick the card or the number that you feel the most drawn to and go to the timestamps in my description and in my comment section, and I will see you at the click of your timestamp. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number 1 or card number 1, number 33, Peyote. I hope I'm saying that right. I think that's how you say it. Peyote. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about how Pluto in Aquarius, how it's going to be affecting you over the next 20 years. So yeah, let's get into it. But first we're going to read about Peyote and what this card means. Because as long as I've had this deck, I don't remember what it means. Okay. So Peyote. Okay. Interesting. So I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it says, I believe in guidance beyond the material realm. And it says, Peyote is calling for you to push the boundaries and accepted norms of separation. It's time to return to oneness and true unity. What you see in society is definitely not all that you get. And you are being encouraged to sit with the power that comes with being able to look beyond the material veil and connect with the upper realms of creation. Close your eyes and envision yourself in the higher planes of existence where all things are connected. With each inhale, allow reassurance to flow through you. And with each exhale, picture your energetic vibration stretching out beyond you. From this state, with ease and grace, you can receive guidance to help you break karmic cycles and find pure love, compassion, and acceptance. Journal prompt: how do you feel when you take time to nourish your energetic body? Okay, so also let me say, because I thought you guys wouldn't be able to hear that, but the smoke alarm. If you can hear it kind of beeping, I'm sorry. Hopefully that gets fixed soon. But anyway. All right, so this is just telling me that for you, Pluto in Aquarius is going to be all about, first of all, nourishing your body. Even though they were talking about your energetic body, I also feel like your physical body. You're also going to be nourishing your physical body as well. Like maybe this is you getting super into health, super into fitness, and you could even be getting more into energy healing, energy work, like maybe doing it for yourself or for others as well. But just really, really focusing on your mental, physical, and emotional health, and anything that kind of gets in the way of that, you're going to be like, yeah, no. And that could be a job, that could be a relationship, that could be a living environment, that could literally be anything that could possibly where you're feeling like, okay, this is getting in the way of my mental, physical, and emotional health. That could literally be anything, but I see you paying attention to that and being like, okay, I need to not do this. Yeah, you're just focusing on what makes you feel good and what does not make you feel good. Okay. And yeah, I wonder if Pluto, we're going to see with what signs come up with when I pull the rest of the cards, but I feel like Pluto could be transiting your first house. So maybe you're an Aquarius, or maybe you're an Aquarius rising, or maybe even Aquarius moon. So yeah, prominent Aquarius placements. You could, or it could be transiting your sixth house. So if it's transiting your sixth house, you may be a Virgo, sun, moon, rising, or let's see, what else? Maybe even your eighth house. So that's Cancer. So Cancer, sun, moon, or rising. Let's see. You know what? Let me not even go through all of that. Let's just move on to the readings. But those are some of the placements that I'm sensing with what I just said. And also Pluto transiting your fourth house. So what would that be? I think, would that be Sag? No, Scorpio. So you could be a Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. Okay, but yeah, let's just see what else comes up, and then we'll see what signs come in this reading. Okay, come up in this reading. Okay, so we also have the Chariot. Yeah, see, yeah, you're definitely setting boundaries, and you're just like, okay, if this doesn't benefit me in any way, why am I here? But I mean, of course, I mean, that seems obvious, right? That seems obvious, like, oh, if it's not benefiting you, of course you should go. But sometimes people stay in things that are not benefiting them just because of the money, or just because of how long they've known someone, or just because it could be because of anything, like we said. But I see you deciding to not be like that, and I'm wondering if you are one of the, if maybe you're one of the fixed signs, maybe not, but maybe you were in a situation where you were kind of sticking around, even though it wasn't fully making you happy, and you're just like, and I think during Pluto and Aquarius, you're just like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I'm done with whatever, yeah, whatever that is that you're not feeling fully satisfied with in whatever area of your life. But especially with your health, I'm really feeling that, especially with your health. Like I really feel like some of you are like, okay, I'm not happy with my body. And that's okay. That's okay. Because, of course, self-love, we all, is good. It's great to have self-love. But if you're feeling like, you know what, I think I could be in better shape than this, or I feel like I could, spice up my wardrobe, or I feel like it's something about your physical appearance that you're transforming because you're just not all the way happy with it, or maybe even your public image. So this could even be Pluto transiting your 10th house. So that would be Taurus. Okay, but something about your public image, for some of you guys, you're deciding to change, especially if you are in the public eye. Maybe with like your business or even your career path, you're like deciding like what you want to do regarding your career path, your public image, things like that. And it's so crazy because now that I'm thinking about it, Black China, who is a Taurus, has decided to change her public image. She's decided to change her public image, and she's like getting rid of all her face fillers, her lip fillers, things like that. Like that's just one example what I mean as far as public image. Okay? But yeah, let's move on. It's 9 of Swords. So this is also making me think of mental health. Like I see you working on your mental health, where you are maybe like not beating on yourself anymore, because maybe you were like super hard on yourself. You're super, just super hard on yourself. Or it could be kind of like what I said about Black China, where you're just not feeling your public image, or you're not feeling something because maybe it gives you anxiety. There's something that you've been doing that gives you anxiety. Like, for example, like a job or something like that. Maybe I'm kind of using myself as an example. But maybe there's like, I don't know, there could be something that you were doing. It could be in your job. It could be in your career. Then something, it just didn't feel right. And you're just like, okay, I know I need to change this. Or it could be like your intuition kind of telling you, like, it's time for you to change this. Because it could even be your dreams telling you what you need to change. Okay, it could even be your dreams telling you what you need to change, or something along those lines. But there is a need to make some big changes regarding your image. I know I keep coming back to that, but it's also making me think that like there's something that has been making you feel uneasy, and it's time for you to change that. And it could be, like I said, your health, your image, your job, your living situation, your like something that is just you don't feel all the way comfortable with it. And I see you changing it over the next 20 years. Well, we would hope, over the next 20 years, because that's a lot of time. But I feel like over the next 20 years, yeah, you're changing a lot over the next 20 years. Regarding your career and your image and your in especially your mental and physical health and your emotional health. We'll throw emotional in there, but your health is like you're making it more of a priority on mental or on a mental or physical level. You're making it more of a priority, and if something is not vibing with you, I see it just leaving your life, or you're leaving it with the quickness. Okay, you're like, and that's why I feel like the Chariot came up, because it's like you're setting more boundaries. You're setting standards. Okay, that's the better word. You're setting standards for yourself. You're setting standards where you're like, yeah, if this doesn't meet my needs on any of these levels, I'm not doing it, even if the money is good. And this is making me think of Black China again, because she stopped doing her OnlyFans. Okay. But it's like, if it doesn't, it's almost like, yeah, it doesn't matter if you're getting paid a lot, you're just like, no, I'm not doing this. Okay. It's not sitting right with me. If things are not sitting right with you, I see you letting it go. So yeah, let's see what else. We have Page of Pentacles. And then we have Six of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, with Page of Pentacles here next to the Nine of Swords, I think another thing that's going to be happening for you during Pluto in Aquarius is that I see you releasing a lot of fears around money. I see you releasing a lot of fears around money. Maybe Pluto could be transiting your second house, so maybe you could have a Capricorn rising, yeah. So, or a Capricorn placement, but I see you releasing fears around money, and it also makes me think of what I just said. Like, it doesn't matter how much money it's making you, if it doesn't sit right with you, if it's burning you out, if it's like, if it's just not sitting right with you on whatever level, and it's just not fitting your needs and just matching your most authentic self, because Aquarius in general is authentic energy all day, and even Pluto, because Pluto is all about the truth, exposing the truth. So it's like, if it's not matching your truth, you're like, I'm not doing it. I don't care how much money it's making me. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? And then you end up finding another way, of course, to get your needs met. But if it's not sitting right with you, you're like, no. No. So I really, really see that for you. And then Six of Pentacles coming up here makes me think that, yeah, first of all, you're going to find like, if there's any type of job or career that you're leaving where you're just like, it's not sitting right with you. Like I said, you're going to find something that's better suited for you. And I feel like you're going to make more money this way. And it's going to be because of the fact that it's sitting right with you. I know I keep saying sitting right, but like, you are it, because I feel like when you're doing something that makes you feel good, and it's fulfilling for you, money's gonna follow in one way or another. Money's gonna follow one way or another, and I feel like you are going to find a way to get your needs met financially in a way that's better suited for you, and you're going to make a lot of money doing it too over these next 20 years. Okay? And then even with Six of Pentacles, it also makes me think of, like, if you look at the card, she has gifts in her hands. So it also makes me think that another thing happening for you during Pluto in Aquarius is you discovering certain gifts of yours that could be beneficial for other people, or even working more efficiently. That's another thing I'm hearing, like working more efficiently, especially if you have your own business. Maybe doing something where you're like creating creating avenues for like passive income, stuff like that. But I see you finding a way to monetize your gifts over these next 20 years. Okay. So yeah, let's move on. Wait, where'd the rest of the cards go? Oh. So we also have stripping illusions. Yes, this totally goes with what I said as far as the with Pluto being authentic and Aquarius being authentic. Like I said, like you are like, nah, bruh. If this is not giving me what I need, I don't care how much money I'm making from this. I don't care how long I've known this person. I don't care how long I've been living here. I don't care, like, if it don't match if it don't match your vibe, you're gone. I see that for you over the next 20 years. Like, you're not wasting time on things that just don't serve you, and you know that it doesn't serve you, and then you know it doesn't make you feel good. You're like, no. And I also feel like your intuition is going to be very, very loud. Okay, it's going to be very, very loud, where it's almost like your body or like signs or your dreams or whatever is like really making it clear that like it's a no. It's a no or it's a yes. So I'm wondering if some of you guys are in human design, maybe like generators, manifesting generators. Yeah, and you're really going to start getting into your design where you're like, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. Okay, so we also have fertility. Okay, so maybe over the next 20 years, some of you guys could be popping out some babies. We also have compassion. Okay, so yeah, some of y'all could be popping out babies over the next 20 years, and starting a family. But also compassion here, even though, clearly compassion is doesn't mean what I'm about to say, but whenever I see this card, it just always makes me think of traveling. It always makes me think of someone that's like a world traveler. It also makes me think of Pisces energy as well. So maybe some of you guys are Pisces, but I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of traveling all over the world. But I also feel like with it showing up in this reading, I feel like you're going to start having more compassion for yourself, where you're not abiding. That's not the word. You are, I can't think of the right word right now, but is accommodating the word? I don't know if accommodating is the word, but basically you're paying more attention to your needs. You're paying more attention to your needs, and you are having compassion for yourself and deciding like anything or anyone that doesn't match that has to go. It has to go. Or even with your health, because I know I talked a lot about health. So even with your health, I feel like if there are certain foods or certain things that you need to let go of, or there's certain healthier habits that you need to start incorporating into your life to become healthier, I see you doing that. But I see you taking more time for self-care, for like, because I don't know if you just are always focused on other people, or maybe always focused on work, or always focused on, maybe you were even having like a hard time. There could have been a crazy situation that you were dealing with, which made you not always take care of yourself or focus on yourself, and made you more so focused on work and focused on everything else besides you. Okay, but I see the focus being more on you and taking care of you. Okay? And then last two cards we have here. Wow, we have Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back, South Node. Yep. And then we have Look at the Bigger Picture, Full Moon in Sagittarius. So I feel like I named Sagittarius, didn't I? Yes, I did. Because I said, I forgot which, or did I say Sag or Scorpio? Oh, I think I said Sag, but I meant Scorpio. But maybe I did. I should have said Sag. I should have kept Sag in there. But yeah, like the fact that we have look at the bigger picture is definitely making me think of what I just said as far as you are looking at what your needs are, what is truly fulfilling for you, and you're like, if it doesn't match that, then it's like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it if it doesn't match my truth. And with Sag being here, that makes sense too, because Sag is also about the truth. Okay, so you're like, if anyone or anything is not matching my most authentic self, my most authentic truth, then I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay. And it's just really also making you think about your future and with your health, with your career and stuff like that. And you're looking at your future, you're like, okay, if I want better health, what habits do I need to cut out right now? Or you're looking at the future of your career, like, okay, I want to be this or do this. Does this job or what I'm doing in my business, does it match that? Does it match the bigger picture of my career, of my health, of my whatever it is? You're asking yourself, does it match that? And then Sag also makes me think of what I said as far as traveling, because Sag also has to do with traveling. So I would not be surprised if many of you guys become like world travelers or something and do a lot of traveling like over the next 20 years. And I'm not just talking about you're going to work and you're going to the store and then you're just going up here to, the mall. You know what I mean? I'm talking about some real traveling where you are across the country. Well, yeah, maybe across the country or you're overseas or something like that. But I see you doing a lot of traveling over these next 20 years, and it could be in connection with your work. Oh yeah, we even have the Chariot here. So yeah, and that has to do with road trips. So yeah, you're gonna be doing a lot of traveling um over these next 20 years. And then with Don't Let the Past Hold You Back, I also feel like, I wonder if some of you guys have Aquarius South nodes, possibly. Or maybe you have Aquarius on your North node, and Pluto will be on your North node and making you release everything having to do with your South node. Or maybe it's just that South node energy in general, that's already just naturally in your chart. It doesn't have to be Aquarius or any of the signs I named, but the South node in your chart, you're probably looking at the energy of your South node and you're just like, how can I release myself from the hold of my South node? Because sometimes going towards the North node can be kind of hard because we're so used to the energy of our South node. And that could be a reading for another day, because I'm about to give like an astrology lesson right now. But because the South node, I feel like we need the energy of our South node and the energy of our North node, and finding balance between the two. Okay, but maybe you've just been too much in your South node. Okay, and the negative traits of your South node. Okay, so let's just stop talking about that because I will go on and on. But I see you releasing the negative traits of your South node, or maybe even because we do have the North node changing to Aries this year. In 2023, I don't know when you're going to be watching this, but in 2023, we have the South node moving to, or the North node moving to Aries, South node moving to Libra. So maybe that North and South node will be affecting you in some shape or form. And kind of kicking off the next 20 years for you and becoming a major theme of the next 20 years for you, wherever those nodes are transiting. Okay, but let's go ahead and just end this reading right here before I just keep ranting about North and South nodes. But yes, if this reading resonated with you, let me get a globe emoji or an earth emoji for this compassion card here, because I feel like many of you guys are going to be world travelers, okay, over the next 20 years. So yeah, Also, let me say, if you are interested in learning all about how Pluto in Aquarius will be affecting your sign personally, like your sun, your moon, your rising, definitely go ahead and check out the link in my description, because I do have an audio energy report for each sign for Pluto in Aquarius. So if you want to know how that will be affecting your zodiac sign, definitely go check that out at the link in my description, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number 2 with Saraswati. Saraswati. Okay, number 11. Okay. So, yes, this is your reading all about what will be happening for you during Pluto in Aquarius, which will be in Aquarius for the next 20 years. Okay. So, Saraswati, you know what? I'm going to pull the book out just so I make sure that I'm, giving the right information as far as what this means for you. Okay. So, number 11, Saraswati. Oh, there she go. Okay. The words I speak shape my reality. Interesting. So it says, as the goddess associated with speech, Saraswati calls attention to how powerful our words can be. Our thoughts become our words, and there is magic to be harnessed in both. Spend time being conscious of your thoughts, and when you speak out loud, tuning into the vibration and tone of your expressions. Next time there's something important you want to express, take a few minutes to go within and find the right frequency and vibration before you speak. Know that you are creating your reality through your thoughts, words, and actions. Let Saraswati act as a reassuring reminder that you can speak magic into your life. And then the journal prompt is, how can I be more conscious of my thoughts and words? I mean, that was pretty straightforward. Okay, so this just lets me know that during Pluto in Aquarius, your words and thoughts are going to be very important, and I think you're going to be paying more attention to your mindset, like really paying close attention to your mindset, the words you're saying, the things that you're thinking, things like that. Okay, and I'm wondering if Pluto will be transiting your 3rd house, your 9th house. Sorry if y'all can hear that. That's my kids. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I'm thinking 3rd house or 9th house. Those are or maybe even the 12th house. So the 12th house, which would be a Pisces rising. Yes. Or, Pisces placement. And then the ninth house. So that could be, goodness, I'm trying to do this on the spot. So Aquarius, Pluto transit your 9th house. I think that is, no, that can't be Leo. Is that, okay, look, let's just say 3rd and 9th house. So Pisces, or not Pisces. Well, yeah, I did say Pisces rising or Pisces placement. Then with 9th house, I kept trying to think. So 3rd house, that is Sag rising. Yes, that's Sag rising, Sag placement. So 9th house, so that's Gemini placements. Okay. I was trying to get that together. Wow. And then I looked and it was 333. Okay. So Gemini placements, Sagittarius placements, Pisces placements. Okay. So mutable signs. Okay. So mutable energy. Okay. So you could be a mutable sign. So I said Gemini, I said Sag, I said Pisces, and then the other one is Virgo. Okay. So yeah, that you could have it transiting in one of those houses. You could have one of those signs in your chart. But I really feel like your mindset and the things that you think, the words that you say, the actions that you take are going to be important. And of course, your actions are important, but it's like you're going to be more intentional with your actions. You're not going to just be doing anything. You're going to be more so like really meditating on things before taking action, and really like thoroughly thinking things through, and thoroughly like having a plan or something. But let's go ahead and move on. Let's move on. Four of Swords, yeah. So Four of Swords, okay, and then the Lovers, which is ruled by Gemini. Yeah. And I feel like even the number 11 gives me Gemini energy, like with the twins. Okay. And then Death, okay. And then Three of Pentacles. Okay, so like I said, I definitely see you're going to be more intentional with your energy, especially with Four of Swords here. I feel like you're going to be more intentional with your energy, because I feel like you be trying to do too much. You be trying to do too much at one time, or you burn yourself out, or maybe even sometimes you take on things like maybe you take on other people's responsibilities, or you just take things on without really thinking things through sometimes, And when I say that, I don't mean that in a negative way, because shoot, look, I'm a mutable sign, okay? So I'm not dragging the mutable signs. If you don't have to be a mutable sign, but I'm not dragging you or anything, but I know how that can be sometimes, where you're acting on impulse, or you're just not thinking things all the way through, or even like just doing too much. And what I mean by doing too much, like just working too much. Like, this is just reminding me of someone that maybe you have two jobs, like someone that has two jobs, someone that's working and going to school, or someone that's going to school and have their own business, or just balancing it seems like multiple jobs or something like that. And I feel like you just be doing a lot. And I feel like Spirit is trying to help you be more intentional with your energy. Or Spirit is helping you, and you're going to be like, I need to be more intentional with my energy, my time, what I'm doing, because I think you're starting to look at your day-to-day life, especially because if you are a mutable sign, your Pluto is transiting the mutable houses. Like, so for Virgo, I know Virgo, Pluto is transiting your 6th house. Yeah. So yeah. And I already listed Libra. No, not Libra. Gemini and Sag. And for Pisces. Oh yeah, and I said Pisces. Okay. So yeah. So it's transiting the mutable houses. So I feel like you're looking at your day-to-day life, because mutable energy is about like patterns, habits, rituals, our daily rituals, our habits, the daily steps we take towards a goal, things like that. So if you have a mutable sign in your placement or whatever, and even if you don't, this is still a message for you. I feel like you're looking at your day-to-day life, and you're asking yourself, like, what are you giving your time to? What are you giving your energy to? And should you keep doing that? Should you keep giving your energy to this certain person, to this certain job, to this certain lifestyle? I don't know. But should you keep doing that? And I'm seeing you looking at your daily steps, your daily actions, your daily habits, and deciding, because we have the Death card, and you're just like, whatever habits, or the lifestyle, or the job, or the whatever that is just not serving me is time to go. And it's almost sounding like a continuation of Pile 1. Actually. But yeah. Yes. And then the fact that Saraswati came up, and her having to do with like the thoughts and the words, and stuff like that, it's also making me think of mutable energy, because mutable energy definitely, I feel like, in my opinion, has a lot to do with words and the mind. Okay, because Virgo's ruled by Mercury. Okay, so is Gemini. And then Sag is definitely, well, it's Jupiter, but can have to do with communication. And then Pisces is like communication with spirit, you know? So when I think of the mutable signs, I definitely think of communication and thoughts and things like that. So it's so important. And like I said, even if you're not a mutable sign, this still applies to you. But I'm also saying this for the mutable signs because it's like you guys are super sensitive. So, like y'all are, like I said, you don't have to be a mutable sign, but the people watching this, especially if you're a mutable sign, you are extremely sensitive. And I don't mean that in a weak way. I mean it in like, it's so important that you're intentional with your energy because you have very, like I said, mutable energy, or your energy sensitive. Even if you're not a mutable sign, the people watching this, you have a, like, you're very sensitive. You have a, not mold, I guess moldable, but not, I hope I'm not making it sound weird, but it's almost like it's just super, it's super important that the type of people you surround yourself with, the food you eat, the environment you're in, the job you work at, it's like you're sensitive to those things. You're sensitive to those things, and it's like, if it's not for you, it's going to affect your health. Whether it's on a mental, physical, emotional, or something like that, and it's time for you to let go. Start making the choices to let go of whatever you know is just not good for you. Because it's like, it's going to affect your health. And maybe it's affecting your health now. Like maybe you're burnt out. Maybe it's giving you anxiety. Maybe you're noticing how it is just affecting your day-to-day life in a way that you're not happy about or something. Or maybe it's not, it may be with your finances, because we even have 3 of Pentacles here. But I see you, just really starting to be more intentional with your energy, your time, what you're doing, and really thinking things through, and not just jumping into things, or also just putting your mental health first or your needs first or something. Okay? And then also with Lovers and Death card here, I think it's interesting because for some of you guys, with Lovers and Death being right next to each other, it's making me think that, like, are some of you currently going through a breakup or something? There could be some of you going through a breakup and having to heal from that. Gosh, I don't want to scare anyone. If you don't feel like that's you, then it's not you, okay? But I feel like if there's some, because I'm feeling breakup energy, but maybe that's something you're going through right now, where you went through a breakup and then you end up meeting someone new. Because 3 of Pentacles definitely has to do with new relationships entering your life, but more so in a work sense. But I mean, it could be a bae that starts off as a friend and then y'all end up together. You know, it could be something like that. But yeah, let's move on. Oh, dang. Palo Santo Ash done got on my hand. Okay. So let's see this card. So we have abundance. I love that for you. Yes, look, when we talked about with the finances, and look, come on. I don't pick these cards myself. Well, I mean, I do pick the cards myself. What am I saying? I mean, I don't look at them. But look how that just aligns right there. 3 coins. So yeah, you think about your coin. And you're finding new ways to make money. Oops, this can go here. And then I also feel like you're releasing fears about money. Or you're releasing ways. This is just make me think of pile number 1. But for some of you, you're releasing old ways that you used to make money. And okay, y'all hear that? That is funny that he did that right as I said what I said. Do any of y'all have boyfriends that be playing Call of Duty? Call of Duty. Just all loud. Anyway. Anyway, you're releasing old ways that you were making money. So I do feel like some of you guys are releasing jobs, but I mean, hey, 20 years, we're talking about 20 years. I'm sure like you might do everyone, well, yeah, maybe everyone might do a little job change or something, but it's something about the way you work that I'm feeling too, where it's like for example, like I'm gonna use my mom for an example. Like she is a nurse. She does nursing and stuff like that, and she works at a nursing home. But she's been thinking about changing the way she works, um where she is like doing travel nursing, where she's traveling and doing nursing. So that's not exactly the same thing, but she's, in the same field of nursing. And I feel like something like that could be happening for y'all. If that makes sense. Where it's like maybe you're not completely changing the line of work you're doing, but it's like the way you work is changing. And it's like, for some reason, I feel like you're going to be getting more rest or something. You're going to be getting more rest. You're not going to be as busy. I mean, of course, you're going to be, living your life. But I feel like you're sitting down more or something, or taking more time off, or you're vacationing more, or you're like, oh my goodness, this is me. Y'all go watch Power One, because this is making me think of Power One, because I think some of you guys are looking into, like, what is it called? Passive income or something. But something, yeah, it's something about the way you work that was just frustrating you or something like that. It's something. But I also see many of you collaborating more, and I think that's also maybe freeing up your time, because like for example, if you're an entrepreneur or something, maybe this is you getting an assistant, where you're able to be like, hey, can you send out these emails for me? Could you do this for me? Like an assistant. Or let's say if you're on some type of crew, I don't know, this is you guys hiring more people to join the crew, or it's something like that, where it's like the work is being shared. Even how we have the lovers here. Okay. Or this could even just be, even if it's not career, it could be like you drawing in more friends, drawing in more relationships or something like that. Because it's like, I see you getting more help. This could even be loans. This could be loans, grants, like winning something, like the lottery, or getting some type of windfall, or I don't know. But I feel like you're feeling more supported. You're about to feel more supported, especially with your finances, but also I think with people too, especially with this Lovers card coming out here. And then the Three of Pentacles, like I feel like there's going to be more people helping you. Okay. So we have good luck. I mean, come on. And then we have blessings. I mean, come on. Blessings. And look how it's just falling into her lap. Like, I really feel like, yeah, the fact that you have blessings and good luck. I mean, and then abundance. Come on. And I feel like you're just going to feel more supported by the universe. But I also feel like it's because of your mindset. I feel like it's your mindset where you're just like, I'm supported by the universe. It's some type of mindset that you are obtaining or taking on or something like that. And it's almost like a mindset where you're just like, I know the universe is going to meet my needs, especially because I feel like there's some of you letting go of some type of source of income or certain ways of doing things when it comes to your work or your career, and you're trying something different and just being like, you know what? I know I'm supported by the universe to do something like this, and I'm just going to go for it. And it's like you're going to see blessings like just falling on into your lap over these next 20 years. Oh, wow. And as I looked over and said 20 years, the timer was on 20. Okay. So let's see. We have nothing will come of this situation void of course moon. So see, this is literally what I'm talking about. I really feel like some of you guys are being more intentional with your energy because you're just like, yeah, some of these things are a dead end. Some of these things are a dead end. I don't need, or it's either a dead end or it burns me out or it just doesn't feel good for me. And then with you releasing those things, it's just making room for the blessings and the abundance and the good luck. And then we have, wow, the perfect card to end off this reading. We have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So some of y'all could have been going through a Saturn return. I'm feeling like a lot of you that are watching this were going through your Saturn return, either while Saturn was in Aquarius or even while Saturn was in Capricorn. Or maybe you have Capricorn or Aquarius in your chart, and Saturn, when it was in Capricorn or Aquarius, it was just kind of beating your ass a little bit. And I really feel like the end of the frustration. It's the end of the frustration. It's the end of, just feeling unsupported by people, by the universe, by spirit and the universe, your people, maybe the people closest to you, or something like that. But something is, it's almost like I'm hearing like, why me? Like, why is this happening to me? Like, what is going on? Or like, why am I the person that be having to deal with stuff like this? Like, I really see that, like, that's what you've been thinking about maybe for the past like 4 or 5 years. But you're finally you're in, like, what Pluto is in Aquarius. It's gonna be a time where you are starting to see more blessings fall into your lap. You're starting to see more abundance enter your life in the form of people and in the form of money and opportunities, with blessings and good luck. But it's going to be a great 20 years. I feel like it's going to be a great 20 years for you. It's like, I see a lot of great opportunities coming in for you, and you being more intentional with your energy and moving forward and releasing all the shit from the past couple years or past 5 years, I feel like. Okay. So if this reading resonated with you, let me get a cat emoji for this good luck card with the little cat on there. And it's funny because it's a black cat. Okay. So also make sure you hit that like button and that notification bell and that subscribe button so you're updated every single time I drop something new. Also, if you are interested in learning how Pluto in Aquarius will personally be affecting your zodiac sign, definitely go to the link in my description and get the my Pluto in Aquarius audio energy reports. Okay, and I did them for each sign, and I also did an astrological new year one but those ones are grouped into the modalities. But yes, those are both available below. It's available at the link in my bio. Make sure y'all join my email list so y'all can be updated every time I drop new paintings, when I drop new audio energy reports, whenever we're having full moon and new moon ritual events, and just, things like that. All right. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number 3 with the number 44 and Raven. Okay. So let's get into your message all about like what will be happening for you over the next 20 years with Pluto in Aquarius. Okay. So I wanted to, well, not sage, but just cleanse this space with some Palo Santo because I just did pile number 2. So I just want to cleanse myself. Oh, okay. Okay, cleanse you guys. Cleanse myself. Cleanse the pile. Okay. All right. All right. So let's actually get into the book and see what Raven means. Okay, I see the path forward. You are being reminded to tap back into your spiritual practice. Raven speaks to the importance of connecting with your guides for even a few minutes every day. Make time to incorporate meditation, journaling, and connecting with your oracle deck so you allow time and space for the divine guidance to stream in. Miracles appear in the smallest of moments, and the third eye is like a fine-tuned instrument. Spending time tuning it with your intuition and deepening your practice will lead you in the right direction. Journal prompt. What are a few quick ways that you can incorporate your spiritual practice into your daily routine? Okay. So, some of y'all may have been drawn to pile number 2. And if you do feel drawn to pile number 2, definitely check it out. Okay? Yes. Because I said something similar to that in pile number 2. Where, and if you can hear that, that's my kid. So yeah, I feel like for you guys, Pluto and Aquarius, you could be, over the next 20 years, you are getting deeper into spirituality and adding it to your everyday routine. Because I said with pile 2, I said something about looking at your daily habits and things like that. And that could be a thing for you. But yeah, I definitely see you incorporating a spiritual practice into your daily routine. And for some of you, this could be you deciding to, like, yes, you're getting deeper into spirituality, but also like maybe offering readings for people, offering healing services for other people, because you may begin to notice that you have a certain healing ability or an interest in, like, maybe like learning more about Reiki, learning more about crystal healing, sound healing, hypnotherapy, maybe even therapy, like just like therapy, like becoming a therapist, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, something like that. That could interest you over the next 20 years. Okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and just get into the cards. So Page of Wands. So I definitely feel like your interest in something is growing. Your interest in something is really, really growing. There's like an interest in something, like it could be, like I said, healing. It could, like, like maybe astrology, a certain healing modality, maybe even wellness and fitness. What else? Like maybe herbs. It could be you getting in the medical field. Things along those lines. I see you, like, your interest growing in something. And this could even be like an artistic ability, because it even, to me, it kind of looks like she's holding a large paintbrush. So this could even be like a artistic ability, maybe in like getting or wanting to get better at painting, maybe even graphic design or graphic art or digital art or maybe even writing, but there's some type of interest of yours that is developing. Did I say designing already? I think I did. So yeah, like some interest of yours is growing bigger and bigger over these next 20 years, and I see you deciding to pursue it. And then even the fact that we have the number 44 here, and 44 would be an 8 in numerology. Like 8 is associated with business, wealth, personal power, things like that. So I feel like some of you guys could have an interest in some type of, or maybe you have an interest in something and then you turn it into a business, or maybe you already have noticed your interest in something and you're already pursuing it, but it's like you begin to expand it even further and then turn it into a business, or maybe expand it in some way. Let me just move on. Okay. So, 9 of Cups. So, yeah. Interesting. Let me see what else. Okay, we have the Hanged One. And the Knight of Swords. Interesting. Okay. So, like I said, I feel like there's an interest of yours growing over the next 20 years and you turn it into a business, or if you already have a business, you're expanding it further. You're expanding it further in some shape or form. And I also feel like with this 9 of Cups sitting here, for some reason, and even the Raven showing up here, do some of you guys sometimes feel like almost like the black sheep of your family? This could be for a select few of you, where you sometimes feel like the odd man out in your family, the wild child. Maybe sometimes people consider you the weird one, or maybe not the weird one, but you just aren't the same. You're not like all the way the same when it comes to your family, maybe even your friend group, maybe your friend group. But I'm really feeling more so of like your family or something. And for some reason, I feel like for some of you guys, like if that's the case for you, where you just feel misunderstood by your family, or people just kind of be like, I mean, what are they doing? What are they doing? We have with the Knight of Swords being here and the 9 of Cups here, for some reason it's making me think that it's like, what maybe people say like what you're trying to do is just crazy, it's impossible, it's like, what are you doing? But it's like you somehow end up pulling it off, where they're like, wow, like so and so, we thought so and so was just like tripping and kind of like, a little crazy, a little weird there. But she or he actually ended up pulling that shit off. They ended up going after their dream and accomplishing it. Wow. I can't believe they did that. They said that they was going to travel the world, and we thought they was crazy and thought, how are you going to do all of that? And damn it, they pull it off. I know that may sound crazy, but that's what I'm getting from this spread, especially with this Knight of Swords, was like he's just on his horse and he has his sword and he's just rushing. But then with this 9 of Cups, whenever I see this 9 of Cups and how she's just sitting here like, yeah, I did that, makes me think that's about to be a lot of y'all, where you're like, yeah, I did that, where like something started off small. Something started off like, that's why I really feel like some of y'all are either in business for yourself, or it's like maybe you like decided to start off in some career at some company, or at like, yeah, at a like the company that you, maybe it was a dream company, not a dream company, but it was like a dream job, but maybe you start off at the bottom or something, and then you worked your way up. And as you worked your way up, people thought like, oh, I mean, can they do this? Would they be able to go up and up and up? And then you went up and up and up. I don't know. That's just what I'm seeing for y'all. And it's like you're reaching new heights or something. Like, I'm surprised you don't have a king in here. But yeah, let's see what else we have here. Reunion of souls. Interesting. Yo, this synchronicity with these cards, I can't make this shit up. Like, look how it's two birds on here. Two black birds. And then we got two black birds. And then the fact that this equals 8 with 44 and this is 7. Okay. Interesting. So with the reunion of souls, okay. So it is making me think definitely soulmate energy, where it's like, it's almost giving like soulmate clients, like soulmate clients or something. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but soulmate clients. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but soulmate clients and customers is something that just I keep saying it clearly. But yes, and then I'm also feeling like, of course, many of you guys will, if you're not with your forever bae, they're coming. Okay, they're coming. And then also those of you already in relationships, I definitely feel like y'all are getting marriage. Okay. But for some reason, even though it's talking about reunion of souls, like two different souls, it's making me think of your soul, like just your soul in general, where it's like, I feel you connecting back with you. And as I said, that was 10:10 on the timer. It's like you're connecting back with you. I don't know if that makes sense, but because what I'm trying to say is, it's almost like someone that may have lost their way, maybe maybe you got confused, maybe you spent time doing things that maybe you're just like kind of doing it just to get by, but I see you getting back to your purpose. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Because maybe you had certain dreams of yours, like, maybe certain childhood dreams of yours that you've been wanting to pursue, and it's like maybe you lost sight of that. For some of you guys, maybe you lost sight of that, but this is the time period where you're going to get back to those childhood dreams. Or maybe you have been working on those childhood dreams, but it's like you didn't see much success from it at first, maybe. But then you end up pulling it off. Like you end up making it to where you've been wanting to make it to. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Truth. Yes, see? Truth. Okay? So yeah, like I said, it's making me think like your authentic self. Wow, and this is, and I'm wondering if that's why I'm getting almost like a similar message in different ways and with different scenarios for each pile, because Pluto is truth and so is Aquarius. So I really feel like you're getting back to you. You're getting back to, you're getting back to you, getting back to childhood dreams, or it's almost like it's almost like it's just making me think of someone that lost their way or lost their way, lost their motivation, lost maybe even just lost yourself because maybe you just was experiencing hardship after hardship and you just lost yourself. Maybe just, yeah, or just certain situations kind of happening in your life has made you maybe kind of lose yourself a little bit there. But I feel like you're back. I don't know why. Like, it's like I keep hearing that Big Sean song Bounce Back. And then I'm also, it just makes me think of someone having a comeback, like someone bouncing back from hardship, from being lost, from maybe not knowing their purpose, from maybe stepping away from their purpose. Someone that's finally getting in tune with why they're here on earth. That's what I'm seeing for you. Like, someone who is finding out why they're here, like getting back to pursuing the thing that they were put on this planet to do. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. Then we have beauty. Okay, so the fact that we have two cards with mirrors on it, I think is interesting. These cards are they just been super synchronistic. Like, see, like the beauty card, she's looking in a mirror and then she's holding a mirror. So I think another thing that's going to be happening for you during Pluto and Aquarius, I'm wondering if some of you guys are Leo risings, maybe Leo risings, Leo placements, maybe even Aquarius placements. Or yeah, maybe Aquarius placements, Leo placements, maybe one of the fixed signs in general. And that's Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. Okay. Because I think another thing that's going to be happening for you guys, it's almost like it's making me think that your relationships are going to, it's like your relationships are, or maybe even the people you attract. And when I say this, not saying, because sometimes we attract, shitty people, and that's nobody's fault. That's not your fault. If someone is shitty and you have attracted them, that's not you being a shitty person. But I also feel like you're gonna notice certain traits about people where you're just like, oh, I don't like this, but then start realizing like, dang, I kind of do that too. I gotta do that too. Or maybe even looking at your environment or look at what's going on with you and you're just like, wow, I don't like this situation. And then you start thinking back like, dang, I do think over and over like, oh, I am, this is just an example. Maybe you're not necessarily saying like, oh, I'm a failure, but maybe you're just really hard on yourself, like, oh, I don't do anything right, or you're hard on yourself, or you have negative expectations about things, and then maybe those negative expectations come true, and then you start saying to yourself like, oh, see, I knew I couldn't do this, or I knew this couldn't happen, and then without even realizing like that was your expectation, so that's what happened. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you're realizing how much of an influence that your mindset has on the world around you. Your mindset, your expectations, it has a lot to do, or the reality you're living has a lot to do with your expectations and the thoughts you think and the beliefs you have. Okay, and that's probably why Raven came out for you, because it is time to start connecting with spirit on a daily basis so that you are able to keep that connection, and yeah, and just be able to um stay in tune with spirit. So like when your mind does go, because we're humans, so we're not always gonna think positive all 24/7, like 24/7. We're gonna think those thoughts, but then when you connect with spirit and you tap in, it allows you to be more at ease. It gives you clarity. It gives you that sense of oneness with spirit, and helps you really trust in the messages that spirit has for you. So yeah, I definitely think getting into a spiritual practice will be very beneficial for you at this time or over the next 20 years. Okay, and even how it says reunion of souls, it makes me think of oneness with spirit as well, because well, they say when we pass away, we reunite with spirit, and I really feel like this is you connecting with spirit while being here on earth. Okay. Okay, last two cards we have confidence is your key to success. Okay. And I literally said Leo. I knew Leo was in here. And then we have faith in your dreams. See, I really, yeah, it really makes me think that some of you are really pulling off some of your highest aspirations during Pluto and Aquarius, especially with this Nine of Cups and have faith in your dreams. And then we have confidence is your key to success. Like, I definitely feel like some of your highest ideals are going to be manifesting during this Pluto in Aquarius transit that we have over the next 20 years. And I really feel like, yeah, your mindset's really going to change, and I see you really tapping into like your confidence, becoming a lot more confident. And maybe Pluto's transiting your fifth house, so that is let's see, cuz for Virgo is in the 6th. So is it Libra? I think it's Libra. Yes. Yes, transiting your fifth house. Okay. And by the way, y'all, um, if y'all are interested in learning about how this Pluto in Aquarius transit will be personally affecting your sign, definitely go to the link in my description and get my audio energy reports for each sign. I did one for each sign, and then I also did an new year astrological new year reading, but it's more so for the more modalities, and you can check that out too. And they're for purchase at the link in my description. And yeah, but anywho, maybe this transit is going through your fifth house. Like I said, you could be a Libra. I also said Leo, because yeah, something about your confidence. I see you getting real like confident in yourself again, and finally pulling something off. Like I just keep hearing people say, "Oh, damn it, he or she pulled it off." Like, wow, they did that. Wow. Oh, excuse me, I had to burp. I'm so sorry. But another thing is beauty. Beauty is, I feel like many of you guys are going to be focused on your physical health, your physical appearance. And I see you definitely, because even how it's like right under the Nine of Cups, I feel like you're going to have your dream body or something. Like I see you having your dream body or your dream, like just dream something. But I'm really feeling, since we have beauty here, dream body, but it could be your dream life. creating a beautiful life for yourself over these next 20 years. I really see you building a really great life for yourself, and also just really looking good while doing it. Okay, so that was your reading pile number 3. If it resonated with you, let me get a let me get a heart eyes, like heart eyes emojis. Heart eye emojis for the beauty card. Okay. And yeah, like I said, if you're interested in getting that, definitely and when I say get that, I mean those that audio energy report that is in the description, the astrological um new year reading for the signs, or well, that's for the modalities, and then the Pluto and Aquarius, that's for each sign. Those are available for purchase at the link in my description. And basically, they're all it's just audio recordings that it will give you deep insight on how these energies will be affecting you over the next 20 years, like per your sign. Okay. So yeah. Also, yeah, just make sure you check out my website, housemystic.com, so and join my email list so that you're excuse me, updated every single time I drop some new art, some new ebooks, some new audio energy reports. Excuse me, whenever we're having events, things like that. Yeah, okay. Clearly, Spirit wants me to go because my throat keeps crackling up. I don't know why it's doing that. But anyway, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.